Greetings once again to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being shared and viewed. It's Celine Driver again. This is video number 2 in my end of 2018 State of the Collection series. If you haven't seen video number 1, go ahead and click back to my list of videos. It should be right there, and you can take a look at that. You don't have to view them in order if you don't want to. This is also video number 17 in my Watches for Life video series, which I do when the mood strikes me to do watches that I believe are critical to life, to enjoying life, because watches are all about enjoying life. Now, I wanted to do another box. This is box number 2. Now, unlike box number 1, there's nothing in the tray. So this is just a top of box. What I have, I was sitting watch. Sorry about that noise. These are my Seikos and my Squales. I am missing one Seiko. I'm missing my Pogue, so I'll have to put that into another video. I'll put that in the last video. I forgot to grab my Pogue. It's elsewhere. Anyway, other than the Pogue, which is missing from this video, these are all my other Seikos. Oh, except for the ones that were in the first video, the 4 Seikos from the movie Aliens. These are the other ones. And down here are my 3 Squales. Although I do have my eye on another Squale, but that's another story. Now, what do we have? We have a trio over here of turtles. I like the turtle case. I really am not a big fan of the other dive watch cases, the SKX. I had 2 SKXs. I sold them both. The manual wind thing was beginning to annoy me a bit. And I'm not a big fan of the Samurai or the Tunas. Something just ain't right, so I don't bother. But I love the turtles. And I have the Paddy turtle. And I have the Blue Lagoon turtle. And I have the Nemo. Which was really hard to get a hold of for some reason. Really like the Pepsi on this one. That was the first turtle I bought. This is number 2 and obviously number 3. And as I said in the previous videos, I'm a big fan of orange and blue, being a Gator fan and alum, so any orange and blue watch that crosses my path, I've got to take a serious look at it, and more often than not, I buy them. But if you want detailed videos on any of these watches, I have done unboxings on all these watches that you will see today. You can look for those videos on my channel. They're there. I like this one in particular because it has a Cyclops over the day date, which the other 2 don't, which I thought was very unusual. I have a couple of Seiko 5s here. This is actually the first orange and blue Gator watch I found and was able to buy. I was actually looking for the Glycine and stumbled across this one. The Glycine is in the first of this series, but I stumbled on this one. I said, well, that one looks damn good too. So it's a pilot's watch, sawtooth bezel, bi-directional as you can see, and I wish it was a little tighter, but it's okay. I just love the orange and blue combination here. It really looks good, and this one's just a really nice sports watch. It purports itself to be a diver. It has a diving bezel on it. The orange and blue combination there with the silver face looks really nice. I enjoy wearing that watch as well, of course. And down here I have a similar to this watch. World timer kind of watch with the world, got that glare from the light there. Got that world timer bezel thing going, which I really like the way this looked when I found it online. I said, oh, search and search and search, and finally found a guy in Saudi Arabia that was able to sell it to me. Nice guy, too. I think he sold me that watch as well. Yeah, he did. Pardon me. Next to that is my bottle cap. The reason it is, of course, is because the bezel resembles somewhat the look of a bottle cap. Really inexpensive watch I picked up from LongIslandWatch.com. Just love the blue enough that I had to give that a try, and it makes a great daily wear watch and very unusual piece. Next to those watches, I have my 3 Squales. I stumbled on Squale. I saw this one reviewed on the Urban Gentry channel. TGV was just gushing over the watch, and the more I looked at that Azul, the more I fell in love with it. I had to have one, and I managed to find one and pick that up. These two are 1521s. This is a 1545. This one is a GMT. It's just a Tropic 30 Atmos GMT. There's GMT right there. Beautiful watch. Love the distressed look of the bezel. It was made that way to look distressed, even though it's not, and it really looks great. The only downside to this watch is the crown sticks out so damn far. It just really looks weird sometimes to me. But other than that, great watch. Keeps great time. And down here on the end is the Lion Shark. This is the one that TGV and Squale worked together on. And Tristano helped design the particulars of the watch. It has the TGV family lion crest on it, hence the name Lion Shark. You can see subtle differences between these two. The indices are a little bit different, and there's no date window at the 3 o'clock, but otherwise they are very similar watches. And yes, I know there's damage down here. That was done by the previous owner, and unfortunately, I don't think Squale is going to make more red bezels to replace this with. So, gotta live with it, but that's no problem, because every once in a while you like to have a watch with a little bit of distress on it. It shows that it's been worn and it's been loved and cherished and used, and not sitting on a winder somewhere people can stare at and go ooh and ah. That's not what watches are for, my friends. Watches are made to be worn, and every watch I have gets worn. Believe it or not, it does happen. Anyway, not much more to say. I just wanted to give an overview of the second of the 3 boxes. All my Seikos, except one, except for the Pogue. I'll show that later. And the other Seikos from the first box, and all my Squales are in box number 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Comments down below, please. And please consider clicking the subscribe button. And if you do, click the bell icon next to it so you're alerted to new videos as I make them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.